Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Mario Paint. For real? Am I gonna be coughing in every single episode? I'm not even kidding. Now, let me get this out of the way. If anybody's curious, no, you can't do anything with the copyright symbol, the year 1992, or the Nintendo logo. So, there is something that I've actually heard about that I completely forgot to talk about. Oh crap, I did it wrong. Okay. Let me just get this out of the way. If you click on the letter N, and if you hold down the right click button, and you click on the programmer named Noriaki. I don't even know if I did it right. I didn't. Basically, you go to a name who goes by the name of Noriaki Teramoto. You hold down the right click button and you click on the letter N, and it should activate. But it's just apparently having this my shovel. Okay. Thanks for lying to me, Game Facts, you piece of Okay. Let's just get that out of the way. I gotta get to bed soon. Ta-da! You know what? What better way to start before I get to drawing than a miniature bottle of Tabasco? Just to get that out of the way, I do have an actual bottle of it. Want to take a quick swig real quick. Ugh. Oh. Now I know how Billy Mitchell feels. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. I'll live. It's okay. Anyway, what's the topic we can talk about? Oh yeah, how do I put this? Okay, so the new Star Wars movie did come out, right? The Last Jedi. Get this out of the way. So I did go out to watch the movie, and I like it, but as far as I can understand, it's by far, from what I can understand, the most polarized movie. No, that's too big. That's way too big. Oh my god. Okay, that should be okay. But anyway, so I heard a lot of polarized opinions in regards to the movie in general, but the one I kind of wanted to comment on was about Luke as a character. I'll keep it short and to the point since I know that not everybody has seen the film, and I get that. But, you know what? I have an editing software for this kind of stuff. So, if you want to kind of skip the part where you don't want to be spoiled, especially when it comes to Luke Skywalker as a character, skip this number here. That'll be posted on post-editing. I got the bottom of the video, right about here. You getting this, Ben? You're going to write that on your notes? Just, Oh man, Tabasco. Okay, hold on real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Aside from my lips burning, like right now, I'm okay. But let me get my thoughts out of the way real quick. a lot of people argue that Luke's character is ruined because of the idea that Luke goes completely out of character, because basically this said character was about to do something really bad, and the character Luke gets super paranoid about it, and he attempts to try to kill this character, and he failed as a Jedi, so he gets all isolated or whatever. But sorry, there's actually a joke from Star Wars, not from the movie, but from a post I saw on Pinterest, where it was basically where Luke hears a knock on the door, and it was Anakin, to which he utters, "Hey, I wonder how my son is doing in his new house," or whatever. And Luke Skywalker said along the lines of, "Yeah, there's a reason why I have this," basically comment about this house, how it's basically on high ground. I don't want to explain the joke, except that just watch the third movie and you'll get the context. Oh, I just realized what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, jeez. But a lot of people, because of the shifting tone of Luke that was given in the movie, people seem to hate it a whole lot. Which, honestly, I don't hate it, because I think it makes Luke a more of a flawed yet relatable character. Well, okay, not aside from the killing part, which I don't know how that works in the Star Wars universe and themselves in terms of sociology, but I think the point with Luke as a character. How many episodes am I gonna do in which I'm gonna be burping as well as coughing? I think that's my shtick at this point. But I cannot talk today. I just can't. No, that's not right. That'll work. Oh no. But I can understand where they're coming from, because Luke came so far, and then all of a sudden he contradicts his own belief in the Jedi, whatever. But honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing in of itself, because he felt that he could do right in his own mindset, even though it is wrong. And he felt that he was trying to protect, you know, not just himself, but they're trying to protect the galaxy, and he failed at it. So like Yoda, he went into exile and pretty much didn't want to be involved with this shit again. Like, there's a lot I can really speak about, but a lot of the points that I hear from a lot of people just seem to be irrelevant in terms of what the film's context is supposed to be. Because the whole film basically is the antagonist kicking the shit out of the Resistance. And the whole theme is about failure. And you see that being prominent throughout the whole movie. To which I understand that wholeheartedly. And I understand that this is looking like almost another bad drawing. I say that a lot. Like, the legs are just... oh, no. Just no. And look at this character like, hey, what's up, everybody? I didn't drink too much. But let's see. Let's give her some highlights. This doesn't look good. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Oh my. Stop. Good enough. But yeah, basically the whole argument I hear from people is that it's not Star Wars enough, but the whole argument I hear from that movie is that Luke's character is completely ruined, even though the whole theme of the movie is understanding failure and how to exceed from it, and to understand that there are challenges in life. And there's a whole lot of arguments that people make with the movie too. What is it? Actually, I don't want to go over too much since a lot of people have not seen it. So, again, I will not spoil much of anything. I was just talking about one of the major gripes that I just want to throw out there. Long story short, I personally disagree with a lot of people's interpretation of Luke as a character. Now let me draw those damn legs. It still looks bad. But you know what? I got a time and place to sleep. So let me just draw these and get it over with. I don't know, this skin color does not look right. Is this? I guess sticker work? No! Oh shit! This looks so bad. Oh. I amuse myself too much. Okay. Oh my god. I see the problem now. But outside of that, what was it? Oh no, I don't have other topics to talk about. Yeah, I remember talking about the outhouse. That I do. Oh, shoot. There is something I do want to talk about, but it takes a lot of explaining to do. Plus, I'm in the middle of a drawing, and oh, you know what? I have an idea. I have a great, awful idea. We're using this. Alright, I can see the problems here. The proportions are just a little off. Not to mention, as I commented from earlier, this is the only ratio you're ever going to utilize. So, for 1992, considering what the tech is, it's a little limited. And that's an understatement. Just want to throw that out there. Okay, we kind of got that. What's wrong with her eye? Jeez Louise. Let me clean that up. I actually thought I made it worse. You know what? I just want to do this. Yo, man, I've been taking these pills, see? I've been taking some pills, popping them, and all that shit. Dude, I'm gonna swim by the ocean. Oh no. Wait, look at me. I'm Oh shit. What if I did this? No, it's not. Oh. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh my. Stop. Stop. Please. Oh my god. Look at this. This looks so bad. Oh. I'll be popping some pills because look at my face. Touch me. Oh, yes. Okay, let's get this shit out of here. I don't want to look at it anymore. Let's try this. Okay, there we go. If I had this set and the portrait, I wouldn't be having this issue here. I got one more drawing to do. It's gonna be really simple too. By the way, my throat's better, thank God. I should tell a story actually. Way back when I was a young kid. It's kind of funny in context too, but don't leave yet. It actually gets interesting. I was one of those curious kids, right? So here's what I remember for what I've been told, because my memory was a little fuzzy until I was told about this by my own relative. So when I was a young lad, like around roughly preschool, I remember that. Sorry, Apple. I remember where I was in class and we were taking a bit of a recess after we were going through a learning exercise. And usually you would play a board game or you play with some other kids. You know, all that junk. I, for whatever reason, thought it was a wonderful... Excuse me. A wonderful, there we go. A wonderful idea that I would take the apple that was given to our teacher at the time. And I figured, you know what? I'm hungry. I'm a young kid. I love apples. I want to have one. Because I'm hungry. No! That looks bad and I should feel ashamed of it. Let's clear that up. Okay. So, being the quote, dumb kid that I am, I decided to take the teacher's apple and eat it all in the middle of recess. The teacher gets super pissed with me and puts me in one of those dumb timeout scenarios. I can understand because it is the teacher's apple, but I was a kid. I was hungry. I didn't want to starve to death. What could I have done? I was one of those kids with big appetites too. There was almost nothing I could have done. I'm innocent, I tell you. It's like one of those very few preschool memories that I do remember a whole lot. Because I wasn't really the brightest growing up. I don't think anybody was. But it's one of those memories that I would not mind telling to anybody, especially if I have young grandkids, over and over and over again. I shouldn't find this amusing, but I do. Hey, an apple a day does keep a doctor away, but for all the wrong reasons. I did watch 1 or 2 episodes of Fish Hooks, and I know it's super late, but it was okay. It's not the show for me, but it's alright for what it is. That's about it. Should probably throw some teeth in here. So, whenever you're doing the fill tool, basically what I got here, it's important that you pay attention to very, very far left. Because, watch what I do. If I go here, it's going to fill only here because I was whiffing around this area. But, if I move it over here, that happens, and that looks so bad. Oh, you know what I could do? I just realized something really cool. I'm going to draw an axe on an apple. It's melting to the core. Oh, yeah. And he's leaking everywhere. Don't judge me. But, what could I even talk about? I remember there was something I wanted to talk about. It wasn't Star Wars. It was something to do with... Oh yeah, there was something I was going to talk about. There is a tutorial I do want to show off way later on. But here's the idea. It's basically about editing with Mario Paint. Yes, back in 1992, you could actually edit on Mario Paint by utilizing a VCR, another VCR, and a series of connections that connects to your between your TV and your Super Nintendo. And it was painstakingly difficult. And I realized what I can't do. Get this off. There you go. I might have brought it up before, but I'm going to bring this up again. Basically, from what I can gather, there was a contest to which people could actually produce a music video utilizing Mario Paint. And it is not easy. It's not easy in the sense where, it's more difficult in the sense where you have to storyboard everything and you have to draw it out just in these many frames. I remember when Mike Matei, he did his little intro sequence of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just using Mario Paint, and that takes a lot of time and effort because you have to keep in mind you had to have the Super Nintendo, you had to have the mouse, you had to have S-Video, and you had to have it say recorded back in the day a VCR. But nowadays you could just use a modern video capture device like Dazzle or Elgato, which is what we're using, by the way. Let's just set that here, actually. And it takes a lot of work to do that. In the sense where I don't know why I'm losing track here. I don't know why. I'm sorry, I'm actually distracted by this screaming apple. I actually feel legitimately sorry for it. You know what? It probably needs a shadow. Hold on. And foreboding darkness. Oh gosh. Twitch, I may have an idea for it. Sorry about that. Oh my god, now I just lost track of what I was talking about. That's bad. Very, very bad. Oh no. Let's sneeze again. Stop calling me cute. Jerks. Oh shit. No, I actually remember what I was gonna talk about. There's a weird, crazy video I watched where there's a fan game where it's under the title Sonic Gather Battle. Now, some of you may be familiar with the story, but let me throw this out here. Basically what Sonic Gather Battle is that it's a fan game based on Sonic Battle for the Game Boy Advance. And basically, the idea is that you beat up your opponents. And it was a lukewarm game that was received okay. It wasn't the game to end all games. Basically, you were just better off playing Melee. So, this guy made this game 8 years ago, just about. And he was one of those really weird guys, right? Where he gets super anal about his sprites. And apparently, they were quote-unquote stolen. Which was funny because all he did, or what... Actually, if I remember, the creator was a female. But anyway, I think the user's name is Lee Mena. But as far as I can understand, because... So, basically, for that person to protect his or her sprites, what the person did was he made software protection to a fan game of his own, to which if anybody uses a cheat or anything to edit the game, it would cause this software protection to which not only it will make the game unplayable, but it would have all of your information stolen. And there are only 2 ways to do this. Or 3. 1, don't download the game. To which, at this point in the video, it's no longer there. Secondly, you would have to literally ask the creator himself to get the video... No, I could do this. Okay. But you literally had to ask the creator's permission in order to get whitelisted. Other than that, you were pretty much better off, doing a clean install. And this is all just because of some stupid sprites to which the user stole in the first place, and add some minor edits to make his own original character. Honestly, I just hate the Sonic fanbase as a whole because of dumb shit like this. Oh, you know, I could add this in here too. And then there's this whole thing where the Son Amy / Son Alley fanbase fighting wars with each other. And, you know, and then there's Sonic Forces not doing well, and it's just like, you know what? I kind of don't need to be a part of this anymore. Like, I really don't. Like, I'm feeling the pain of this screaming apple right now, where I'd rather have it axed to my head than to deal with all the bullshit that I hear from the Sonic fanbase all the time. They are literally the type of people that you can never please for the rest of your life, ever. And it's a sad reality. Now that looks bad, actually. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's a good note to end on. But yeah, it's a really... the game looked interesting too, even though I'm not really a big fan of Sonic Battle as a whole. But just to see the game not only be taken down, but for people to be infected by this, it's really sad. It really is. It gives Sonic.exe a run for its money. For real. Like if somebody's gonna write a story, creepy pasta style, that's the way to do it. But the sad part is that it's actually real. This is a real thing that did happen. And it was some scary shit. Just look it up. Just look up Sonic Gather Battle on YouTube, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's a real damn shame. But yeah, there's that one topic I wanted to talk about that took me over like 20 minutes to talk about. And I am way past the time. So yeah, tune in next time, everybody, when I talk about other stuff. maybe in relation with Mario Paint, who knows? There might be a couple of things I talk about in regards to the game. Or a paint simulator. Or animation simulator. Or a music simulator. A life simulator!